The ACHA D2 hockey season is coming to an end. Along with that, Arizona State's playing their last games this weekend, a home-and-home against Northern Arizona University, their bitter state rival. So with us today, we have the guru of D2 hockey, Cole Feinbloom. Cole, it's good to see you, bud.
Hey, if you're going to call me a guru, might as well call me the young Barry Melrose out here.
The guy with barely any hair saying Barry Melrose.
Mullet, curly hair, it's all the same.
It's all the same, I guess. Cole, Arizona State playing a very talented NAU team who has given them a loss this season. Just walk us through what Arizona State can expect playing these final two games of the season against their in-state rival.
Well, NAU is always a tough competitor heading into ASU territory, even if they're playing in NAU. NAU handed ASU one of their losses this season. It was a tough game, and as you remember, the last game ASU played against NAU, it was 7-2 heading into the third period. NAU got it to 7-6 with a minute left, almost tied that game up and brought it into overtime. So the physicality is always going to be increased when you're playing an in-state rival, especially NAU. The intensity is going to be increased. I think ASU is going to match that, and I think they will be able to pull out both games this weekend.
Now, Arizona State's played a lot of talented teams this year and won pretty handily. This past weekend, they played a University of Connecticut team that was a middle of the pack, only had 6 wins, and they struggled, especially in that first game, only winning 3-1. Take us through that and talk to us about why Arizona State struggled so much.
Well, it's a different style of play than ASU's used to. UConn's on the East Coast, and it's a whole different hockey tempo that they have over there. ASU's proven to be struggling against those teams. They had a tough time against Lindenville, who they lost to, Lindenwood, and they lost to another team, almost, it was UConn, who they brought them right to the wire with that one. So it's a different style of play, and I'm sure Coach LeClaire is aware of that, and he's going to get them ready for that tournament coming up into the Nationals. And he will be ready for that. ASU is going to be prepared for that style of play. The only farthest team they go to is usually Utah for their league. So it's going to be a tough road ahead, but I think ASU can match it.
Now, going into the Nationals tournament, to win it, you got to play a team for the East. So staying on the East side of things for a moment here, Cole, tell me who you like coming out of the East to give a run for the National Championship and hopefully play an Arizona State team that's playing well, but maybe a Utah State team that's playing well.
Well, as I mentioned, Lindenwood, who took down ASU in the tournament earlier in the season in Utah, is going to be tough. Like we mentioned, that East Coast style play that ASU is not used to. They're going to bring the size, they're going to bring the style. They won 1-0, which is an ASU score, but not with the goals they want on the board. They usually allow one goal with their top netminders in Alf Taylor, David Amon, and Ryan Seltenreich. But the 0 is unusual for ASU when they've got high power such as McNeely, Francis, Butler. So it's going to be a tough road if they have to face Lindenwood in that national tournament.
Now, Arizona State locked at number 1. They're in nationals for sure. Utah locked at number 2 in nationals for sure. Tell me out of the West who you like going into regionals to give a run at the money to make nationals and hopefully make a run to win it for them.
Well, in the regional tournament, teams 3 through 10 in each division have a chance to go to the nationals. The 11th seed right now in the West is Cal State Long Beach, and I see them as a sleeper to sneak into that regional and make a long push, and I'll tell you why. They've got the 2 best scorers in the ACHA right now, top 2, almost at 100 points each, which is astounding for this time period right now, as the leading scorer in ASU is 58 points. If you put that into perspective, that's a pretty impressive number for Cal State Long Beach. So if they make the regionals, you got to look out for them making a strong push.
Now Arizona State again plays their final games this weekend. Friday night up at Northern Arizona State, I should say, or Northern University. I can't seem to find my words right now, Cole. Then they come down here Valentine's Day. Bring your boyfriend, bring your girlfriend, go to the game, have fun, because there's nothing better you can do. I know 50 Shades of Grey is coming out. No one wants to go spend $10 to see a movie. Spend $5. Go watch some Arizona State hockey. It's coming to an end.
There's probably the same amount of physicality in both of those.
This guy's a jokester. That's all we have for you tonight. Thank you. See you at the game.